looking to impress as well. Not too far away from Gilbert Mugisha. Washington Arubi. And look at his defence. Wondering how Mugisha was just allowed to amble up to the edge of the area and let fly without much trouble. Rippled the side netting. Arubi down pretty quickly for a man who turned 40 just over a week ago. The evergreen keeper, who's making his 41st appearance for his country, funnily enough. Ultimately relieved, I'm sure, to see that whistle just the other side of the post. Also plays his football in South Africa for Marumo Gallants. Jordan Zamora. Ball in his hands. Feeling he deserved that free kick. Didn't appear to get it though. Lively enough start. The opening stages here. Rwanda sing a decent amount of the ball. They'll be pleased with this start, and one shot which wasn't quite on target but wasn't far away from Gilbert Mugisha. Scored once in this qualifying campaign. Pretty close to a second there. Scored against South Africa as well. Group leaders. Match day 2. Zimbabwe bring it away through Prosper Padera, 18-year-old, making his 4th appearance for his country. Pleased of the warm weather here in Soweto, playing his club football currently in Finland. Very different climate for SJK. Offside flag up against Tuanda Maswanide. Seems to have started on the right. We'll see if it is a fluid attacking setup for Zimbabwe. Laid off by Bizimana. Straight back to Mahiri. Throws himself into the challenge there. Briefly both feet off the floor. Studs certainly showing, testing the patience there of the young referee. But Abdel Mufiri keeping his cards in his pocket for now. Referees do tend to like to let the match flow, not set the precedent with early bookings that might rile up a few players and make their life difficult for the next 90 minutes. Manetzi weighs up his options, chooses the safe one of Zamora, who runs clean into the referee. No harm done. Manetzi thinking about a shot there. More than thought about it, he took it on. Didn't make it all that far. A man who found his shooting boots relatively late in his career. Now 29, Marshall Manetzi. He only scored 1 goal in 4 seasons between his 2 with Orlando Pirates and then his first 2 with Reims in France, before suddenly albeit having moved into a more advanced position, getting amongst the goals. 5 the following season, then 7, 4, and last season 6 across his 2 teams, having moved from Reims to Wolverhampton Wanderers in the English Premier League. Here comes Zimbabwe, Kwizera. Brought on in the second half a few days ago. Impressed sufficiently to earn a start here. He tries to send it in towards Magisha and Pierre Mahire, but pass deflected and then dealt with by Garananga. And a free kick to that challenge from Pierre Mahire. Seems to be operating as the false 9 in this Rwanda setup. Innocent and Shuti absent entirely from the squad. Started at centre forward against Nigeria. Picked up a yellow, was subbed off. Did look to pick up something of a knock, and seemingly sufficient to see him forced to watch on from the sidelines for this one. I hope Pierre Mahire can fill that void. For now, it's Zimbabwe on the attack through Tawanda Chirewa. Cutting inside, finding no joy, no pass in the end. Well, Rwanda playing themselves into trouble a touch there in the final third. Knowledge Masona going down. Bizimana losing his armband. He attempted to retrieve the ball there, having lost it. And instead, it'll be Zimbabwe with a very dangerously positioned free kick. Fiacre and Twari has to get his wall organised. Favours the left footer. Will it be taken on by the man who won it, Knowledge Musona, who is pretty two-footed, or Jordan Zamura? Looks to be the latter. He's positioning the ball just so. He's never scored for his country, Zamura. Musona certainly has 26 goals in all in 55 appearances, as tensions just simmer by the penalty spot. Referee keeping a close eye on it. It is Zamora. It wasn't far away. Caught the roof of the net on its way over. Udinese left back. Catching that pretty nicely. Just a touch too high. The line was pretty much spot on. See from here. Plenty of whip and dip on it, but it just dipped too late. Did score once for Udinese last season, and in his first campaign in Serie A. Managed 3 in one season with Bournemouth before that move, but never for his country. This is 20th cap. That might be his best chance. We'll see if there's as perfectly positioned a free kick any point later in the match. For now, it's Rwanda with a free kick. Not so much within shooting range, but certainly one for Quizera to bend in towards the back post. Found the head of